Hello all. In this video we shall discuss about the Docker. Uh, Before we start our command line related, first of all let's understand why we have to use this Docker. Okay. Just assume there is a developer and who has developed an application. Now, uh, so during his development he would have installed lot many libraries, lot many dependencies, and they have their own versions. Okay. Now there is another developer who wants to run the same application in his own system. Now, what he has to do, he has to do everything same, like he has to install the same libraries, dependencies, budget have to be the same. So, this may lead to a manual error. Okay, so to resolve this kind of issue, we can use the Docker. Okay, now let's see how the Docker can resolve this. Now, the first developer who has developed the application, what he gonna do? He gonna make a package. Okay, in that package, you're gonna keep all these things like libraries, code, dependencies, its own versions. Okay, that whole package is going to pass to the second developer. Now, that second developer, he will load that package and he will use it. And as soon as he uses that package, he can what he can start seeing that that application is running in his system. Okay, now okay uh, before going further, let me say three terms. Like one term is Docker file, and another one is image, and the third one is the container. Now let's understand what is this. Okay, Docker file is nothing but which helps us to create the image. Okay, this says what image has to be included and how it has to get configured. Okay, now coming to the image, in the sense it consists of the code, libraries, all configuration related files. Now coming to the container, whenever we start the container, it takes the instance of the image and it starts running the application. Okay, uh, this is about the terminologies. Now let's start our Docker file. Okay, there is one hub called Docker Hub where you can find a lot many free images. So to create our image, first of all we need to have a base image. So for that base image I'm taking this Python. Okay, and the version is 3.9 slim. Okay, now let's create a Docker file. Now okay, now let's start creating our Docker file. uh, Now whatever the file which we have received, let me drag this. Okay, now let me first of all let me add the command, then I will explain you what is this. Okay, we are taking this base image. Okay, now okay, now we are creating a work directory for the container. Now with the help of this command, what we can do is whatever the new packages which came inside this new image, that whole will be a what we can fetch all those things. Now let me add another command. After adding whole, I will explain it. Okay, here we are just installing this Python 3 pip. Now let me explain you what's happening over here. First of all, we have to install whatever the packages which are present in this requirements.txt. So for that, first of all, what we are doing is we are copying that file. Okay, after copying, what we are doing is then we are installing this. Okay, now this is nothing but the source in the sense whatever I have shown you, this is our source, that means project folder. Okay, now coming to this is kind of a destination, that means which container is going to have. Okay, now coming to this command, it helps us to install certain common dependencies. Now what we are doing over here is we are copying the whole folder, that means whatever the files which are present, everything we are copying with the help of this command. Okay, now this is an optional one. For example, just you want to install more packages which are not present even inside this. So with the help of this command, you can add more packages. Okay. Okay, now what's the meaning of this line? Now for example, if you want to run this file, what exactly we will do? We will go into the terminal and we will add python, like python test.py, right? This is what we're going to add. The same thing we are doing in the docker file. Okay, now our docker file has been completed. Now let me go to the docker. Okay, right now we don't have any images and as well as no containers. So let's first open command prompt. Okay, let me go to that file path. To go to this file path, so let me copy that. Okay, now let's add the command to create the image. Okay, you can give any name. As of now I have added some dummy name. Okay, now once after completion of this creation of the image, I'll be back again. uh, Now our image has been created successfully. Now let's go into the docker. Now you are able to see the image. Now let's go into the containers. Right now we don't have any containers. Now let's add that command as well. Let's add containers command as well. Over here you can provide any name. I'm just giving a random name. Now here you have to provide the port. First first port I'm giving 2323. You can provide 4040, whatever the port which is more suitable to you, that you provide. Coming to the another port, this is nothing but here we have provided the port called 5000. Let me explain you what is this first. You do have a project folder. Okay, just assume in real scenario this is your project folder and there will be lot many files in this, but they we do have multiple files. One file will be present, right? So that is this our main file, and this is simple like requirements, like whatever the packages which are present, that is those all are present inside this. Now okay, now uh, whatever the code which we have given inside this, that has to be placed over here. Okay, now okay, I I need to get the image. Okay, we have to add the image name as well. Over here, this is our image name of image. Okay, let's add the same thing. First of all, let me show you. If you want to see the images which are present in our Docker, that we can do something like this. Okay, this is the image name, this is the tag, this is the image ID. Okay, now let me add the command related to the container. Okay, now we have to give this image name. Okay, and now as well we have to add the tag as well. Tag over here, if you see the latest, the same thing we have to add here. Now let me run. This as well takes some time. Once this has been completed, I'll be back. Now even this has been completed. Now let's see in this port whether it is running or not. Okay, now okay, now assume that our first part has been completed. Now what we have to do, uh, whatever the image which we have created, that we have to share with our another developer. Okay, now for that, first of all we have to place this image in the archive file, tar archive file. Okay, now how we can place that, that is as well, let's see. Okay, now for that there is a command. Now let's copy this image ID, place over here, and you add this. You can give any name as per to do. As of now I'm giving some random name, but the extension should be this star. Okay, now this as well takes some time. I'll be back again once this is completed. Okay, now we have placed our image in the tar archive file. Now just assume you have transferred this file to your developer. Okay, another developer. Now that developer, how he has to load the image, that means how we can get the image from this tar file, that we shall see now. Now just assume I do have my tar file with me. Now let me add this command. Now I have to give the same name, whatever the name which we have here. Okay, now you will get the image. So taking time. Let me pause the video. Hello. Uh, Now actually I'm trying to get the image from the tar uh, tar archived file, but actually it is taking really longer. At times it will take some 5 to 10 minutes, but at times even it takes even longer. Actually I have waited almost 2 to 3 hours, but still it's uh, e- uh, still its process is going on behind the scenes. So actually this as well depends upon your PC as well. Okay, but no worries. What we can do is, let me stop this. I will explain you what's exactly you have to do after completion of this. Okay, once this has successfully ran, okay, then what will happen is you will be able to see one kind of ID at the bottom of this line. Okay, that mean you are successfully able to retrieve the image from the this tar archive file. Okay, now after that what you have to do is simple. As we have the image, what's the next thing we have to do? We have to create the container, right? So further the same command which we have used earlier, that this is the command which you have to add. same which I have shown last time. Actually, I think my number lock is off, that's why. Earlier I have given the port of 2323, and now we can give any port you can give, okay, as per your requirement. Okay. Now, and as well over here you can provide any name of container. Okay, then as well what was the image which has been which we are able to take from this, that image name you have to add here. Like our image name was this name of the image, this you have to copy. Okay, then as well what's the tag, latest. Okay, just now what you have to do is you have to click on enter. So whenever you have received the image from this tar archived file, the next thing which you have to do is you have to run this command. Okay, for the container. Okay, that's it. This is the only the command which I'm not able to show you because of this as this has taken really longer time. Okay, but yeah, no worries, let's proceed with some other commands. Okay, now for example, let me go to this. Right now this is the container which we do have. For example, if I have to see what are all the containers which are present uh, in the Docker, then we can use this command. See, okay, now uh, okay, now let's remove the container. Okay, how we can remove that as well, we shall see this. Now you have to just copy this name, copy, paste over here. See, now the container has been removed. See, now container became complete blank. Okay, now in the same way, if you want to remove the image, that as well you can do this. First of all, let's see the images. Okay, now this is the image which I want to remove. Now what, this is the command which I can use. Now you can see, earlier there are two images, right now we do have only one image. Okay, this is how the Docker works. I have shown you all the basic important Docker commands. There are other commands as well. As you know this, then rest of the things you can search and you can implement, like Docker stop container, Docker start container. Okay, these are all things which you can do very simply, but these are the most important commands. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching this.